guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about the 3 exercises that help me grow my glutes the most. I've seen that you guys love my glute building workouts, my booty building workouts, and one of my most viewed videos is how to grow your glutes faster. So I thought I'd share with you the 3 exercises that helped me grow my glutes the most over the 2 years of my weight gaining journey, my muscle building journey. There are obviously a lot of exercises that do help you grow your glutes, and I have actually done a video on that. I've done a video that's got all of the exercises that help me grow my glutes. So I will link that in the description box below. If you guys want to check that out after this video for some more inspiration, then obviously go check that out. But this video is just going to be about the 3 exercises that help me grow my glutes the most. You should definitely include in your program. So I thought I would just share with you my transformation, just to give you an idea so you know that I'm not just saying this for the sake of it. This is my transformation and some pictures of my glute growth over time. This is about 2 years, and some of them are about 3 years, but definitely not more than 3 years, because I started this in 2016 in the summer, and it's now the beginning of 2019. So it's about 2.5 years. Some of these pictures are 2 years transformation. And doing these 3 exercises that I'm going to share with you helped me grow my glutes to how they are now, basically. And there's a lot more pictures on my Instagram as well. If you guys want to go and see more transformation pictures, it's @_chloeinspires_. So if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. The button is below this video, and that obviously really supports me, it supports my channel, help more people see my videos and see videos like this, and obviously it lets me know that you guys like my videos as well. And even just leave a comment below if you've got any feedback or any questions or anything. Also, my email and everything is below if you want any coaching, nutrition coaching, personal training, all that sort of stuff. But let's get on with the video. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is there are obviously the 3 exercises which I'm going to tell you, but there's also some important factors that you need to make sure you do when doing these exercises. So the first thing is progressive overload. So with these 3 exercises, I want you to make sure that every week you're either trying to push up your weight or your reps or your sets, or even not every week, like every 2 weeks or so, but the point is that over time you should be increasing that weight or the reps or the sets. You want to basically be getting stronger. And on all these exercises you should be doing about 3 to 4 sets of about 8, anywhere between like 8 and 10 reps. And on that last rep you want to be failing, so you want to be pushing where you literally cannot do any more reps. So it needs to be really hard, as heavy as you can go. And I'm not going to give any weights out in this video, because all the weights is relatable to you, or however strong you are starting this journey is going to be different to where I'm at, or different to the person next to you. So whatever is difficult for you is your starting point. So on that 8th or 10th rep you want to be failing. Another thing is mind-muscle connection. Now there's been studies on this and it is a thing, so make sure you really are thinking about squeezing your glutes really hard, tensing them on all of these exercises, rather than pushing through your legs or even using your core to help you, which obviously you will be using your core, but just really think about squeezing your glutes, because a lot of people, when they do, for example, a lunge, will just focus on pushing through the ball of their foot and then therefore using more of their quad. But you just want to think about, obviously lunges aren't in this video, but like if you were doing a lunge, you'd want to think about really squeezing your glute to then activate it more, especially if you've got an office job or a job where you sit down a lot. Your glutes are not going to be very activated anyway from sitting down all day. You really want to focus on that mind-muscle connection. Another thing is glute activation. So I'll link below my video on glute activation, which is the video that's called How to Grow Your Glutes Faster. And that's so important. At the beginning of every workout you do a warm-up and you activate your glutes before going into these exercises, because there's no point walking into the gym and going straight into these exercises. You need to make sure that your glutes are fired up and that you're ready to go, basically. So another thing is frequency and effort. So frequency, I'd say do these exercises 2 to 3 times a week, and effort levels, just make sure you really are pushing. You're not just doing some feeble weak sets. You want to really push yourself, so you want to be doing it 2 to 3 times a week. Once a week is not enough. The next thing is sleep and stress. I know some of those things are difficult with certain jobs and things going on in your life that are out of your hands. So that then comes down to you managing your stress and your own sleep patterns. If you are stressed, learning ways where you can deal with that stress and taking time out for yourself, whatever it might be for you to deal with your stress. But stress and lack of sleep will really impact your training in a negative way if you have lack of it and extreme stress. Make sure that you are focusing on sleep and stress as well. And also that comes into play with that is diet and nutrition. So obviously your diet does need to be good. You can't build muscle if you're eating in a massive deficit. And obviously you want to be at least maintenance or in a surplus to build muscle. If it's to get stronger, it doesn't matter as much. But obviously building muscle, you do need to be around maintenance or in a slight surplus or a big surplus, however much you want to bulk. For me, I was in quite a big surplus when I did my transformation, so that's how I grew my glutes, is doing these exercises in a surplus, and then when I reached where I wanted to be, I could then go in a deficit and lose any fat that I had gained. If you already are slightly overweight, then I wouldn't suggest going in a surplus, but just maybe going at maintenance. Or if you are going to go in a deficit, just making sure that your protein is good and you're having a good amount of protein in your diet. Diet and nutrition is really important. I have done a video actually on my channel of, I think it was like the top protein foods or something like that. So if you're stuck for ideas of like what foods have protein in and why protein is important, then check that video out as well. Last thing is structure and plan. So just make sure you've got some structure and plan to your workouts. You're not just going in doing whatever. So those are the main things that I wanted to make sure that I got through to you before you do any of these 3 exercises. So now time for the 3 exercises. So the first one is barbell hip thrusts. Bret Contraras, aka the glute guy, go check him out on Instagram. He's done a lot of research on glute exercises, and this is one of the ones that has the most glute activation or use the most glute muscle in an exercise. He's done certain tests and experiments basically to work out contractions of muscles, and barbell hip thrust, which he's done like loads of different variations and stuff like that on his Instagram of them as well, but just the main barbell hip thrust is the one that really helped me grow my glutes, and even now I still do that every week, and I normally do 3 or 4 sets. It's a really important exercise. Just make sure you're keeping your core nice and tight. Your chin is tucked under, like you've got sort of an orange stuck under your chin. You don't want to be overarching your back as you come up. You don't want to come up too high. And just make sure that core is strong all the way through the exercise, because otherwise you can really hurt your back. And make sure you're driving through your heels and really squeezing the glutes on the way up. So I normally did barbell hip thrusts twice a week, and the aim is to get double your body weight. So in kilos or pounds, however you weigh yourself, but that should be your aim, is to try and get double your body weight. I'm about there now. That's obviously for like one rep max, not doing that for 10 reps. Really working on getting stronger over time, and test yourself with your 1 rep max as well. So the second exercise is back extensions with the glute focus. So that means I'm doing them with a rounded back, and I did either 2 feet or 1 foot at a time, so it's a bit harder, and holding a weighted plate. The rounded back is really important because that really makes you focus on squeezing the glutes on the way up, and you want your feet to be in a V shape and really pushing through your heels as you come up. So on the plate thing where you rest your feet, they should be sort of in a V, pushing through the heels. And like I said, you can do one leg at a time or 2 legs at the same time, but just make sure that back is rounded. And again, 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. For this one I actually normally did 10 to 12 reps, but you will really feel it in your glutes and also in your hamstrings as well. So the last exercise that helped me grow my glutes is the hip abductor machine, and I think this is just a given. Like, it's such a good machine. You can do so many variations on it. You can do leaning forward, your bum slightly off the seat, you can do sitting back, pushing out. So there's lots of different variations, but it does target your glutes really well, and it always gives me a massive burn. If you are doing the one leaning forward or standing up slightly, you will want to increase the weight a bit more, because you'll be able to do heavier than when you're sitting down. But again, try and include this in your workout 2 to 3 times a week, and you will notice a difference. So all of these 3 exercises I did, and they all really target and burn your glutes. Any questions about any of those exercises, please comment below, drop me an email, chloeinspires.coaching@gmail.com. Also, I am on Instagram @_chloeinspires_, and I post on there nearly every day. I post on my stories. So if you guys have got any questions or anything and want to DM me or give me a follow over there, then please do. I appreciate the support. And obviously, if you're not subscribed already, click the subscribe button below the video, support my channel. And if you are subscribed, thank you. and don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well. Hopefully this video does help you. Like I said, there are other exercises that I did as well, but these 3 are the main 3 that helped me grow my glutes. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!